Move on to our sports stories. For today, Super Eagles assistant captain William Troost Ekong says the team will give it their all in the game against Angola at the ongoing 2023 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON. While speaking to the press, Ekong says the whole team is putting up their maximum best in preparations for Friday's last 8 clash against Angola. The team's coach, Jose Pesero, also says preparations for the game will be the same way they have prepared for every game so far in this tournament.
I think so far so good, just because we are where we are. We managed to qualify now to the quarterfinal, but yeah, we're not satisfied yet because I think we said from the start we want to win the AFCON, and yeah, there's still a long road to go. But I like the way how it's lining up now. I think the team is improving game by game, and most of all, I think the team is ready to work hard. I think you can really see a spirit of determination, and yeah, I think that's our it's going to be the base of all of our performances, and yeah, there's many.
The game of all games. We're looking forward to that. Well, joining us now to bring us more updates on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akerijola joins us. Hello, Aaron. Bonjour.
Yes, I almost say bonjour to you. Your bonjour to you, Rufai. Yeah, let's get it started. And there were 8. I must tell you, the deck is actually complete, and the quarterfinals contestants, and more importantly, the teams that will be participating in the final 8 are all set. Angola, Cape Verde, Cote d'Ivoire, DR Congo, Guinea, Mali, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and the Bafana of South Africa. I must say this, it is evenly stacked, if you would ask me, because all the pre-tournament favorites, the teams that they said will go on to win this particular tournament based on pre-tournament form, group stage forms, have all crashed out. And let's actually get straight into it. Yesterday, the Bafana of South Africa once again produced a massive upset against pre-tournament favorites, the Atlas Lions of Morocco, as they beat them 2-0 in a convincing fashion, if you would ask me. They said that the likes of Sophia Boufal, when you look at it there, and all the Atlas Lions players, Kimi and the gang will rise to the occasion and replicate the performance they had against the Portuguese national team at the World Cup and go on to win this particular tournament. But Regra Grue will be ruining his chances, and also probably gnashing his teeth as it stands right now. Morocco, another pre-tournament favorite, is actually out of this particular tournament. And at the moment, all is set for the Bafana themselves to actually step into the round of 8. And more importantly, who knows what will happen if, only if, they can get through their opponents. They do stand a chance to take on the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who themselves on Friday will be taking on Angola. We'll be having a very extensive preview of this tomorrow and next. But for today and tomorrow, it is rest day at the Africa Cup of Nations 2023, as teams will be regrouping, repackaging, and refiring, because it's getting tougher and the heat is getting hotter at the moment. Okay, let's go. Let's actually press away from that quickly and actually tell you that, looking at the map closely, talking about the map that actually leads to the finals, like we've actually said, it's Nigeria against Angola, and the winners of the game between Nigeria against Angola will be taking on the winners of Cape Verde against South Africa. On the other side of the draw, Mali will be taking on the host Ivory Coast, and the winners of that will be taking on DR Congo against Guinea. I must say that right now, a team that hasn't won it in a very long time will be winning it. The closest has been the Super Eagles, which was in 2013. Save that, all those teams have been out in the cold in terms of this particular glorious trophy. But right now, they do stand a chance. It's delicately poised, evenly balanced, and all that is left is putting your best foot forward, and they say the rest is history. Moving away from that quickly, let's actually just bring this in. Victor Osimhen, Nigeria's Victor Osimhen, William Troost Ekong, and not forgetting Moses Simon were randomly tested. Nothing to worry about. It's just routine testing that always happens within tournaments, as people were probably fearful that the energy, the exuberance we've seen from Victor Osimhen, Moses Simon, and William Troost-Ekong might be laced, but CAF has given them the all clear, and they've said, you're free to go. Go and enjoy your tournament. Literally, as the Super Eagles have been literally immaculate in this particular competition. Save that first game against Equatorial Guinea. That the Super Eagles have actually grown in their strides, and they are looking good for the money. And the teams like Morocco, who might have posed stumbling blocks for the Super Eagles, seem to have been cast aside. Now, away from that, let's talk about the fact that it gets better for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, because the Argentine Football Federation, the AFA, announced on Monday that the Albi Celeste in March will be taking on the Super Eagles of Nigeria at the Olympic Stadium in Hangzhou, China. As a matter of fact, they had to reshuffle the deck because it was initially meant to be a China tour for the Albi Celeste of Argentina. They were meant to take on Ghana, the Black Stars of Ghana, and then the Chinese national team. But they've decided to do a massive U-turn, and they will be taking on the Super Eagles of Nigeria, followed by the Elephants of Ivory Coast. And finally, before we go, we had a talk with the president of the Nigeria Football Federation. Let me lay context here. Money has been the bane of Nigeria's, or has been a huge stumbling block to Nigeria's progress at major tournaments. But for the very first time in a very long time, the president did something remarkable, which was clear the deck, take the Super Eagles account from red to black. And right now the players are smiling. Whether that is responsible for all that has happened here at this tournament, you be the decider. But this is what the president of the Federation had to say about that.
I have absolute confidence that we are surely going to do well in this tournament. I have the belief that we're even going to take this trophy back to Nigeria this year. So having some challenges, having some problems along the line, especially during our World Cup qualifier, which raised a lot of doubt in the minds of Nigerians about the performance of the Super Eagles. I think the boys decided to talk to themselves, and then we are seeing what exactly is going on. And at our own level, we try as much as possible to make sure that we give them all this necessary support and preparation they deserve. Going back to the government, it is the first time, almost the first time I can say that government responded to us at a very good time, because the moment we submit our request to the government, the president graciously approved the request, and then direct for the immediate release of funds, which motivate these boys for us to be sure that at least all that we need to execute this tournament, we have it with us, so we don't have any challenges. And that is why you see you are not hearing any issues, any problem here and there. The only thing that remains for us is just to focus, to remain focused until we achieve our goal. And don't forget, we come up with a slogan that we said we can let's do it again. But still people are doubting that we can do it, whether we can do it again. But actually, we are showing Nigerians that by the grace of God, we will do it again.
All right, that's Ibrahim Musa Gusau talking about the president of the Nigeria Football Federation. I know in recent times, on two different occasions, whereby suitcases filled with dollars literally had to be ferried out of Nigeria on private jets to different locations to be able to service and remunerate the players before major games, because the players had had a standoff and insisted no pay, no play. But I must say that is a thing of the past, as the president has given Nigerians or the sporting community the biggest gesture they've actually witnessed in terms of money in a very long time.
I beg to disagree with that story. If you go and check the back page of Leadership, they were still talking about a delay, and the same president of the Nigeria Football Federation was reacting by saying that there are insinuations that a delay on the money for the players came from probably a delay from CBN, and he was debunking that. So there's been insinuations that's because of a delay. I want you to investigate. Let's get down to the end of that story. And kudos to the South Africa. They're reminding me of the South African team of '96, the likes of Dr. Kumalo, the likes of Phil Masinga and co. I mean, Evidence Mapoga showed evidence yesterday as how they destroyed the Atlas Lions of Morocco. That was a very good one. But Aaron, please go and check that story as a back page story as regards a delay in the leadership newspaper today.